It's Friday, April 27th. We got a couple more events we're gonna fire here in Baltimore, and then we're going to New Orleans. All right, we're on break one. So we're sitting on about 14,000 and change. Finally pick up aces, and I open 550, get a couple callers, aggressive Asian kid, 3-bets it, 1,800. He's got like over 25K. We put in the 4-bet to 4K. He ships with queens, we call, we hold. Very next hand, under the gun with pocket 10s. I open 550, get 3 or 4 callers. So we take the flop 5-handed. I'm out of position. Flop comes 8-9-5, right? And I check aggressive Asian kid, different one, who has also got a big stack. He bets 1,600, only caller. Turn comes the black deuce. I check, he bets 4,000. Pretty big bet. I call. River comes a blank. The flush draw missed, and it's an undercard. So I still have an overpair, but I just have one pair. He bets 9,200. I decided to lay it down. So I put him on a set there, but we made the discipline fold. If he bluffed us, here in that pot. I talked to him on the break. Asian kid, he claimed he had pocket 9. All right, guys, we're on the second break. Unfortunately, we ended up losing almost all our chips. Player opens for 800. Loose aggressive Asian flats on the button. I look down to pocket jacks in the big blind, so I just smooth call. Flop comes queen, jack, 5. Gets up out of his seat literally and is like staring at the board like he can't fucking believe it, right? Then he proceeds to bet, I think, like 2,200. And I call. Turn comes the red 7. So I put him in, and he ends up beating me in the pot with pocket queens. So set over set, unfortunately. There was 3 clubs on board, so I guess I could have got away from it, but he had like 11,000, so ended up getting crippled. Fold a couple hands, and then pick up pocket aces, right? Easy game, and we hold. So we're coming back to 600 big blind. Registration is closed. All right, guys, we just busted. Pick up ace 3 clubs, get it all in. Wakes up with ace king. We lost. It's all good. On to the next one. Good morning, guys. It's Saturday, April 28th. So we're gonna put in 2 bullets, either 1 at 11. Hopefully we bag. If not, we'll fire at 5. 152.5 points. Currently ranked number 50. What happens when you get here late? All right, guys, what's going on? We're on break 1. Got a pretty good stack. Got it up to 20,375 from 10K starting stack. Bluffed the button. The guy made a hero call with like bottom pair for like 600. So kind of chipped down to like 8,000. Just trying to. We were playing short-handed. I was playing a lot of pots. Won a pretty good pot with pocket 7s on paired board. He tried to bluff me on the turn, and then he just gave up on the river, and I was good. Won a pretty good pot with pocket kings. All right, guys, quick update. We're on break 2. All right, well, that was fast, and that was hell. I opened queen 9 of clubs in late position. He 3-bets it to 3,600, right? Flop comes ace, queen, jack with 2 hearts. I check back. Turn comes a black deuce. I call 4,000. River comes ace of heart. He bets 10,000. I only have 8,000 behind, 8,500. Do I really call it off with try to make a hero call for all my chips there? I lose that pot. I'm down to like 8,000 at 600 big blind. So then the player to 2 to my right opens with ace 3 and gets it all in, right? A couple hands later he opens again, and I have ace queen, and then he has ace king. We don't get there, so All right, we're on break one. Last flight of the re-entry. We're only sitting on 8,400. So I defended with 9-7 off. Flopped a straight, call, and the river bailed him out. So we chopped the pot. Kind of got a little upset in that hand, but I just said, you know, why do these players get bailed out? Or I made a comment like that. You know, I was obviously tilted a little bit. It was a little out of line. He kind of got offended, I could tell. He kind of turned aside to me, didn't say a word for like an hour, so I felt kind of bad. I opened ace king and I get 3-bet from the small blind, and then he made it 700, right? Flop came king high. He bet into me, I called 800. Turn came a blank, he bet into me, I called. River came a blank, he bet 1,000 into me, I called. He had pocket aces. So I had ace king against aces on a king high board. He 3-bet me. One was a pretty big red flag, and then he proceeded to bet every street, even though he was betting small. So just things have been going pretty shitty for me. All right, guys, we're on second break. We built up a little bit of a stack. We got 28K after 8 levels, coming back to 600 big blind. First big hand that I won was I opened king, jack, a heart. Both blinds defend. Flop comes 10, jack, deuce. Small blind checks. Big blind checks. Put in a c-bet with top pair. Get min raised. I think I made 950, he made it 1950, so I call. Turn came a second heart. I think he bet like 2,000 or so.
I put it in, he snap called with 3 deuces.
And we hit a heart on the river, so sucked out there. A new player just came to the table. First hand he sits down, opens to 1,000. Guy on my right calls 1,000. I wake up with 2 queens on the button. I 3-bet it to 4,000, hoping that he's gonna 4-bet shove. He does, he 4-bet shove. Well, he had ace queen and we held. So last flight, last chance to bag. All right, we're still hanging strong. Only got about 25K. We're gonna play 3 more levels. There was pretty significant amount of time left in the level. But apparently we reached 12% of the field. So we had a bag. We're coming back to 2,400 big blind.
Yeehaw!